Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. It's Stuart here. I'm a classical record collector and a professional seller, and I've got a lot of records to unbox, so let's get going with them straight away. First of all eBay purchases, of course, and I really like eBay for purchasing records. It's great the way that you can just go to all the best records, buy exactly the ones you want, and I really like it. So far I've done quite well, so let's have a look at this one. Here we are. Let's open this package up. It looks quite, it's going to be quite a job. Just use a pair of scissors here and let's get it open, find out what's in it. You know, I buy so many records that these packages come and I don't even remember what's in them. So let's have a look and find out what's in this one. If I can get this packaging off. So I'd like to say that my shipment of how many records? 18 records from a seller on eBay that was sent by Every, while I was moaning about the fact that I wasn't in when they delivered. I booked it to go to a parcel shop, and finally it's arrived today. But I've had to do a lot of phoning around and chasing up by email. Finally I managed to pick it up at the post office today, and what do you think? When I got to the post office there was a queue of about 20 people just so that I could pick up this eBay package. Okay, so here we are. I managed to get into it. Let's keep going. Okay, now, looks like this is not a purpose-made packaging for an LP. Somebody has actually done a very good job though. It's very stiff cardboard, and I'll be reusing that. Let's get this open, find out what it is. It's well packed, so that's fine. I don't mind what people send them in, as long as they're well packed and you know they use good stiffeners. There we are, that's got that open, and let's have a look. What have we got? Here we are. We've got Bach Sonatas and Partitas for Solo Violin, Arthur Grumio, SAL 3474 on Philips. Right, okay, I'll tell you what I paid for this. Let's hope the record's in there, it seems very thin. Okay, so I paid, let me see, including shipping, about £7, which, you know, for a stereo one of these, I think it's pretty good. You know, the jacket is a little bit damaged here. Don't know if you can see, there's a tear along the bottom, but I'll probably repair that with a tiny little bit of sticky tape. Otherwise, it's not in bad condition. It's quite a good jacket on the whole, apart from that little tear at the bottom. So let's have a look at the record itself. Here we go. And let's get it out. Right. I'm not impressed with the condition visually. I'm not impressed with the condition at all. It looks a bit ropey. I'm going to have to try this out. It looks pretty awful, to be honest with you. I can't remember what this seller put the condition down as, but that doesn't look too good. Let's have a listen. Okay, that one, that's not too good. I would rate that as what they call, you know, they've got like good, very good, and they've got what, a very good plus, EX, and then near mint. I would put this right at the bottom of that as a G, just good, although frankly it's not in good condition. So, well, you know, £7 for that. Yeah, not much good. There's no chance of me cleaning that. There's no chance at all, because there are many surface marks on it. So that's not too good. I'm disappointed with that. I thought it would be better, and I'll have to look on eBay to see exactly what the seller said the condition's going to be. But you know, for £7, I probably won't quibble about that. Never mind. So let's go to the next one. Now, this here is the package which I've been waiting for. Okay. Now I've got to tell you, I'm not going to test probably any of these at all, because well, you'll see why in a minute. Well, first of all, there are far too many, and I don't want this video to last more than about 15 minutes. But I've got a feeling the condition on these is going to be quite good. Now, this is quite... There's a lot of records in here. I better make sure that I don't actually damage any of the records as I cut this open. So it's been quite well packed. I can see what he's done. He's got two purpose-made, probably cruciform boxes, because this is 2 lots. So I bought 2 lots off the same seller, and what he's done is he's taped them together like this, and he sent them all in one. Now I paid shipping twice, and he sent them all together. Okay, I don't mind about that. The only thing I did mind about is that, you know, it took a while for them to reach me. I asked the seller why he doesn't use raw mail, and he said that for this particular shipment raw mail would be double the cost. Yes, and I understand why. Because with raw mail the costs are reasonable up to 2 kilos because you get small or medium parcel rate, but once you go over 2 kilos then the cost suddenly skyrockets. So yeah, I can see why he sent them by every, because I think up to 5 kilos you can send like for about £4.50 shipping, which is quite a good price. Okay, so let's have a look at the first batch. Here we are, just about there. And let's see whether I've got a good deal or not. Now I'll tell you what I paid for these. Each one is 9 records, each box, each packet is 9 records, so I've got 18 records, and I paid, let me see, including shipping, I paid about £12 per 9 records. So I've paid just over £1 a record. So let's just see what I've got then, okay? Right, first things first. We've got Mendelssohn, Octet, Opus 20, Strings of the Israel Philharmonic, Zubin Mehta, digital Decca recording. It looks like an early digital recording from Decca. Yeah, 1980 it says here. It's a fine work, the Octet. It's worth having, and there we are. There's the original, I believe, the original digital label that Decca put out. I think this is the original, the first digital label that Decca used. I've seen it before. And what's the condition like? Well, certainly a lot better than the other one, I'll tell you. Yeah, looks okay. Yeah, it looks like it could do with a bit of a clean, but just superficial. Just sort of, you know, a couple of grubby thumb marks. You wouldn't be able to see them. I mean, there's one here actually. It looks a bit mold. It looks a bit like mold or something. So that one's going to need a clean for certain. I'll have to get my broom out and try and take care of that one. Okay, so that's the first one. Here we are. Bach motets. I mean, obviously this is vocal music. It's not something that when I saw that this was part of the lot I was thinking, oh yippee, I can't wait to get my hands on that. Similar condition, this one looks like it needs a clean as well. Obviously if they've all come from the same source, and you know, one is kind of a little bit mouldy, what else can I say? The odds are they're all going to be like that. Yeah, this one looks similar. So I can even smell on this one. I can even smell, you know, you've been to see records in a garage, or they've been left somewhere for a long time, and they've got this kind of mouldy smell about them. Yeah, this one does. Yeah, it's got that smell about it. Okay, well look, bear in mind, you know, I paid just over £1 each for these, so that's not too bad. Now this is one I was looking forward to getting hold of. It's a Eurodisc. It's Victor Pickhuizen playing a couple of Bach partitas, right, recorded in 1971. So this one looks kind of interesting. When I saw this was part of it, I was actually quite interested in getting this lot. So here we are. It's on a Eurodisc. So yeah, there's the record, Bach, a couple of partitas, and I'll tell you something, that is definitely going to need a major clean. Yep, you can't see what that looks like. I don't think so, not on the video. but that is going to need a major clean. Yeah, definitely. So in fact this one's going to get priority, because really this one is the best of the whole lot. So yeah, the inner sleeve, as you can see, it's got pictures of all the offerings from what is it? Yeah, from Eurodisc. It's a series called the Classic. What does that say? Ostes. Oh, I'm not too sure. But it's interesting to see what titles are available from some of these European companies. So I quite like Eurodisc. Here we are, super fun. The Oxduke Trio with Joseph Suk, and it is stereo. Actually, it says quad on the back. It says quad. Well, I've only got 2 speakers, so I suppose, yep, predictably similar condition. Similar condition, yeah. I'll tell you something. I'm going to have my work cut out cleaning these. Right, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and it's Neville Mariner. So let's have a look at this one. I'm probably not even going to bother looking at the condition of these. I think they're all the same. Yeah, I mean they're not scratched. It's just that it's what I call a garage collection. It's been left in the garage for 20 years. So I mean they're not even, you know, you can't even really feel any dampness on them. But the records have all got that kind of sort of little patches here and there of sort of mouldy sort of staining. Okay, we've got here what? Harmonium Mundi. It's funny how they made these very plain, kind of generic jackets. I mean, no artwork on them whatsoever, but well, that's okay, but they don't look as good really, do they? So it's Stockhausen, and yeah, same sort of condition. Same sort of condition. So, you know, I'm going to have to, what I'm going to do with these is, I'm going to have to assess, I'm going to clean the most valuable one of them, which is that Pickeisen. I think that's the most interesting record here so far. So we've got Beethoven here, Razumovsky Quartet. That's a good record actually. It's and it's a Bulgarian string quartet. So I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, I'm no longer checking the condition. It's too time consuming and it's fairly predictable. Mendelssohn's Symphony No. 4. It's another early digital record. Is it? Yep. 1979 this one. Yeah. And there's the label. Once I've cleaned some of these, the next time I make a video, I'll let you know the results. So I've got my work cut out with these, and then we've got a Classics for Pleasure, Debussy, La Mer, with Vernon Handley. Okay, so that's one of them. Let's open up the other one. Now, bearing in mind, these are all probably from the same collection. It means that the condition is going to be similar. This particular seller, he had, I don't know, he had probably a few dozen lots of 9 records each, and I bid on I think 2 or 3 of them, and I got 2 of them. So there were a lot of lots that I wasn't interested in, even records at £1 each. So if my memory serves me correct, what we're going to look at now are some Deutsche Grammophones. So good old Deutsche Grammophone. Funny, after I cleaned that Fournier set, and I've did a video on it, very popular video by the way, that one's picking up a lot of views. Somebody said, well, yeah, you've done a good job of cleaning it, but it's still lousy DG sound. Well, I think that's a bit cruel. I don't think DG is actually as bad as all that. I find the sound fairly acceptable. I mean, look, it's not as good as Decca and EMI, ASDs, etc., but it's acceptable. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, Brahms, Symphony No. 4, Karajan, and made in Italy. Okay, well, never mind. Oh, actually, you know something? That one's in better condition than it. I wonder whether this is from a different collection, which would be good news if it is. Yeah, so this one's in quite nice condition. Yeah, made in Italy. I mean, as a listener, I don't mind the non-German pressings. Okay, let's keep going. We've got Debussy. You've probably seen that record before, it's very common. It's the Boston Symphony Chamber Players, Sonata for Violin and Piano. Oh, who's the soloist? Let's have a look. Joseph Silverstein, violin solo. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's a great work, Debussy's Violin Sonata. Yeah, better condition this one. Yeah, it must be from a different collection. Yeah. Okay, that one's not bad. Right. Keep going. Yeah, they're all DGs, these. Okay, Bruckner Symphony No. 9. Now, the reason I bought this lot is because it had quite a few records of like a Brahms symphony or a Bruckner symphony or like a Schubert symphony, and I quite like to buy records that are just one work, you know, like a major symphony. So yeah, that's a good one. Good, that's in very good condition. Okay, here's another one from our friend Mr. Bruckner, Symphony No. 2, Joachim, and well, this one's not too good. I mean, look at that, no inner sleeve, and just the record is made in England. It's a tulip label, and it's got a stamp on it. What does that say? Imperial something. We'll look on the other side. Oh, Imperial College Music Library. I don't know if you can read that. Imperial College Music Library. Okay, well, the students have had that out and they've given it a good old hammering. It must be a good symphony, but that's in unsaleable condition, unfortunately. Well, maybe not quite unplayable condition. Here we are, Romeo and Juliet, Berlioz, Tchaikovsky and Prokofiev, because they've all, let's have a look, what have we got here? That's not in good condition. And it's got a lot of spindle marks. I don't know whether you can see the spindle marks there. Yeah, of course. And it's got the spindle marks on the Tchaikovsky Romeo and Juliet. It hasn't got spindle marks on the Berlioz and the Prokofiev. So obviously somebody there prefers the Tchaikovsky. Okay, talking of Tchaikovsky, Symphony No. 4. Think about that third movement. Play that third movement. It's probably one of my favourite third movements, the march. And let's have a look. Made in England. Condition is not bad, not bad. So you see what I mean? Another symphony, and with Karajan conducting. So I was quite interested in this. So I've got Barenboim here, Polopsian Dancers, Night on a Bare Mountain, and now there are 2 records in here, and there shouldn't be. So what's the other record? Okay, the other record is Beethoven, Razumovsky string quartets with the Quartetto Italiano. That shouldn't be in there. I don't know why he's got that in there, but the correct record. Yep. Yeah, the correct record is actually there. The Deutsche Grammophon record is there, so that's okay. Nearly there. We're nearly at the end. Just bear with me. It's Haydn Amadeus Quartet. And what have we got here? Made in Germany. Wow, wow, wow. Now, if this is in good condition, I'll be very happy. And yep, that one looks good. And that side looks good as well. Brilliant. So I've got a real made in Germany Amadeus Quartet playing the Haydn string quartets. And this one interested me. Brahms Symphony No. 3 with Carl Bohm. And let's have a look here. It's made in England, of course. Yeah, made in England. And the condition is a little bit dusty, but I think it will clean up okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. And I've got a lot of cleaning work to do. I've got to get my groom out and I'm going to clean that pick eyes and see how it cleans up. And thank you very much for watching. I'll be back again with another video very soon. Bye for now.